Hello, everybody. Welcome to For the Fans TV. This is a live preview of Tottenham v Arsenal, which is on Sunday. We are joined by two Arsenal fans and we are joined by two Tottenham fans. We have got Armin. How are we doing, buddy?
Good, thanks, man. You good?
Got the main man, Shaz. How are you, sir?
Hello. All good, mate. Yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. We've got Mr. Rob. How you doing, man?
I'm on you, Spurs.
I'm on you, Spurs. And we've got Mr. Savas. How you doing, man?
What's going on?
So, guys, put your gum shields in. Get ready to rock and roll. Gloves on, please. And what I want to do first of all is I want to hand it over to the to the Arsenal fans. So I'm going to hand it over to Armin just to tell us what he thinks the game's going to be ahead on Sunday, what he believes the form is going into the game, and also just kind of what your prediction is for Sunday, really. So I'm going to hand it over to you, bud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a tough game to predict. As Gooners, we always know that there's only two teams that turn up at the game, and it's one that's either amazing or absolutely abysmal. So it just really depends on what Spurs do, to be honest. We're literally finally getting back onto some sort of form. The Leicester game was a bit disappointing. We should have put it to bed, really, regardless of all the red card issue. But yeah, I mean, it's really down to what Spurs turn up like, because you guys had a little.
In terms of the actual game, does form go out the window here? Because obviously we've seen Arsenal pick up a little bit of form in the last couple of games, and Spurs have dipped in form. So, do you think that's going to play a major factor on Sunday?
I don't think form is really that important when it comes to derbies, because it is literally like a one-off cup game. Both teams really want it, and considering it's going to be a 6-pointer, it's a big one for both teams.
Yep, no, I absolutely agree. Shaz, going to move it on to you, buddy. Tell us what you think about the game on Sunday, the form going in.
I think, like I said, the form normally, I'd say, wouldn't play much into it. But then this is the first North London derby we're having with no fans.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and as an Arsenal fan, going into, this would have been the first game at the new stadium, North London derby. Yeah. So as an Arsenal fan, I'm quite happy going into this one, not having that, because
of course,
if you lot did have that, I think different ball game. And especially with us, like I said, I know North London derby we would be up for it, but we also love to bottle it. So I feel like without all them fans there, I fancy us a bit more. You lot just, it's no, like with us, we're on a progress. With Mourinho's just killing you. I mean, you've got your three best players don't touch the ball. They're in their own half. And I feel like it's a perfect time to play Spurs, if I'm honest. Yeah. Having said that, this is the same Arsenal that we're on a rocky road as well. But I think we're getting there slowly. But it'll be an interesting one. Like I said, I don't know. We could go there and lose. We could go there and win.
So touching on that, Shaz, you say Mourinho is killing us. Do you believe it's Mourinho, or do you believe it's the current players that we have? Because the only reason why I'm asking the question is because we've just had this conversation on a Jose Mourinho recording now that's going to be released to the channel anyway. But in terms of what most of us agreed with is that the players are playing completely under par. Now, do you believe that with a different manager that we could be playing a different way, or do you believe that it's actually a mixture of the players and the manager?
I think you'd have to say it's a mixture, because obviously they're the players that are out there and they've got to perform. Having said that, I feel like you've gone from one manager that plays expansive, attacking, high-press football, and you've gone the other side of the spectrum. And so when you're playing that sort of football for one half of the year, and to be honest, it's pretty similar to Arsenal, because Emery was more or less a similar manager, but just with less achievements. But I just feel like with your top players, the Son, your Kanes, they're not on the ball. They're in their own half all the time. Yeah. You're playing it long, and then there's nothing on. Then I just think, there's obviously the whole Ndombele situation. For me, as not a Spurs fan, he's got to start for Spurs week in, week out. When he came on the other day, you were actually playing forward passes. And it's the typical Mourinho thing where he's come into a club and he's just singled someone out again. So is that something that is maybe going on in the dressing room, a bit toxic and stuff? I think it's a Mourinho thing killing you.
Touching on that point on Ndombele, he's a fantastic player and he's a great talent. But I mean, the one thing I think Mourinho is trying to do is get more out of these average players. And I think Ndombele, his work rate has been horrific, but his technical ability on the ball is unbelievable. And we've seen that, like you said, when he came on yesterday, even though it was a boring draw, he comes on and as soon as he gets the ball, he shuffles, takes on two players and tries to move the ball forward, which Sissoko and Winks can't do. So even though I agree with you, there is a few issues covered, obviously, in the dressing room. I just think that Mourinho's trying to get the best out of them. Now, I want to ask you about Arteta because, it's a very, very good subject. And I actually had an argument with an Arsenal fan who, after the Brighton game, the game that you lost, and the Man City game, he completely was like, I want Arteta out. Now, I said the same thing about... No, I didn't say the same thing. I said the opposite thing, which is what I'm going to say now, is you cannot ask for this man's head right now. Now we've seen the last couple of games with Arteta really kind of getting his team. And I know that Arsenal ain't got the best of players, but what I've seen of Arsenal, and I'm a Spurs fan, but you guys know more about Arsenal than me. What I've seen of Arteta is he's getting people to believe in what he's doing, and he's increasing that work rate. So what do you kind of think Arteta can bring to Arsenal? And do you believe that he could make the difference tactically because they believe in his philosophy on Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's way too early to be calling for his head. The geezer hasn't even had half a season. I mean, when he first come in, COVID came as well. So it's just, he hasn't really had much to play with. You can see evidently we're playing better since he's come in. Whether we've been getting results or not, we've been playing better. And like I said, I think a main factor of it is it's not his team. We've got a lot of deadwood at Arsenal, and a lot of the time where you take the, I know the red card killed us, but you look at the Leicester game, we were playing about up to the red card, we're playing well, probably dominating the game. Yeah, and then there's going to be one mistake in there, and the goal's going to be let in. And I feel like there's only so much a manager can do with that.
Yeah,
but I
agree with that, to be fair. But you said 2 points. You said, and 2 points I actually agree with that I brought back to Jose Mourinho's. He said it's not his team, and he hasn't been given the time to succeed. So why is that different for Jose Mourinho in terms of he should be sacked and everything else? Because if they both came in at the same time, Arteta came in, he had a bit of a rough ride at the start because they didn't believe, and I think that he realised some of them players were playing so under par. And I think I would see resemblance to that for Jose Mourinho at Tottenham. So if Arteta deserves time, do you believe that Jose Mourinho deserves time to build?
I think it's a fair point, and I think a massive question mark on both sides is what are they going to do in the transfer market? Yeah. Is Arteta going to get his players, and is Jose going to get his players? Yeah. But I feel like now, 2020 now, that park the bus, it doesn't, what team's successful playing that now? You look around Liverpool, City, Barca, Bayern, high, expansive, high-press football, which is what you were playing. And when you were playing it, you were successful. I just don't think this, ish. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, it's the best Spurs we've seen, right? Yeah. We can all agree with that. Yeah. And I just feel like with Mourinho, I feel that sort of football now, it's dead. You can't come up against teams like that. And he hasn't got the squad that he had at Inter, Madrid and Chelsea. And is he going to get that at Spurs? Are you going to spend X amount of money? Same thing you could say with Arsenal. Yeah. But with the Arsenal thing, it's just, I feel like our style of play, I have a bit more faith in that going into the future at Arteta, and you've got to give him a bit more of a chance. Mourinho, it just looks like what happened at United. Same thing. Yeah,
fair enough. It's a fair point. Armin, going back to you about Arteta, what do you kind of feel that Arteta's bringing to your club, and do you think that he's got a good future ahead?
I think he's got a lot of youngsters coming through, which is lucky for him. And he's a good manager at bringing the best out of youth. What he did with Sterling at City, and Sterling will happily say it was a big part of how he's improved his game. So I think he's got a future. You've got to look at it this way with regards to like him and comparing him and Jose, is that Jose stepped into a team that had a decent defence and he's made them worse. Whereas Arteta's stepped into a team where the defence was absolutely shoddy and he's improved them. So there's the difference there in that sense.
Look at the head shaking.
You disagree with that, but that's the reality. You guys have a half-decent defence.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to give my input on that. I'm going to pass it over to Sav, because I know Sav disagrees with that.
No, defence has been falling apart for the last 2 seasons. We sold Rose. Rose has gone on loan. We sold Walker. Yeah, Toby and Alderweireld, their legs are gone. Well, how long they got left? So I don't think our defence got worse. I think it was already worse, and he's trying to shine a turd. That's what he's trying to do. And I'm not a Jose fan. Yeah, before you think I'm trying to like big up Jose. listens, but we're always going to think different, innit? It's always going to be yeah, you know what I mean? You can only say so much, but with any manager.
And pass it over to Rob. What do you think about that statement about Spurs' defence?
Oh, the whole thing, I don't agree with anything that Shaz or Armin is saying. First of all, they're not going to like Mourinho because, as he said to Wenger, specialist in failure. So there's already that grudge and their chip on their shoulder. They don't like Mourinho. But they would have took Mourinho if it went before Arteta. A lot of Arsenal fans, they were linked.
Before they got Arteta.
100% you lot would have took Mourinho, 100%. I know you're saying now no, but definitely. Like they say, Arteta, he's got no pressure whatsoever on him. Well, apparently all he did was pull out cones for Guardiola. That's what they're saying. That's what someone said on YouTube. So, I don't know. For me...
say no pressure. I probably think the Arsenal job at the time as well is probably one of the hardest jobs you could take.
But the expectation of him over the expectation of Jose.
You've been Europa League for 4 years. What?
Yeah.
But isn't that more expectation to get you back into the Champions League?
I thought you like that now.
Especially Arsenal though, because...
No, I'm on about the manager himself. Like, when we got Poch, no one expected him to do what he'd done, did they? They were just like, oh, who's Poch?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who is this guy?
We've got Jose. It's like, oh, we've got to win the Champions
Straight away. We want trebles.
What did Poch do, though?
Trebles tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got to win one trophy before you get a treble.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying, but they want expectation trophy tomorrow.
You get a Carling Cup under your belt first. Come on, treble.
I'm saying that's what they expect Mourinho. Mourinho comes with this trophy tomorrow aspect. It's not going to happen like that.
Yeah. To Shaz, I kind of agree with him there. It was a good point. But look, I think the thing is with Mourinho, I think he always comes with that big aura and that big expectation.
Special one.
I think when Arteta came into Arsenal, I think there was expectation to get the team back to playing football. I don't think there's expectation to get the team back to winning trophies right now. And I know that Arsenal fans are critical of Spurs for not winning trophies. And I'm going to bring it back to Arsenal have 3 trophies in 15 years and we have 1. I'm not saying that it's good. It's not good at all. But what I'm saying is, do you expect kind of Arteta to bring you back trophies? And kind of what do you feel his plan will be in the transfer window?
I feel like, honestly, I think it's too early to say.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's had half a season, but with what we're doing with the young players coming in and how we're playing, I believe that we can get back to the top with him. But like I said, a major question mark, and I think it still goes against both teams, is how are we going to get back in the summer? Because if we're not, then I don't know. And in fairness, in retrospective to how we've been moving in the transfer market, our recruitment's been shocking. And that's another thing that needs to fix up, because we've got players like Kolasinac on about 80k a week. Shouldn't be nowhere near the first team.
Yeah.
David Luiz, another one. What, you're giving him a contract, whether he's kind of come in as a squad player or they've got hopes of him, he's done enough mistakes. Get rid. Mustafi's on another one, 70k something. Our recruitment's been poor. So if we can back him, I've got all the faith that we could do. But like I said, right now, I think it's a bit too soon for me to say, yeah, we'll be title contending in like 2 years.
Armin, I know you wanted to say something there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, going back to like saying the 15 years we've won 3 cups and you guys have won 1. The difference is that we've been on a downturn, where you guys have had your golden generations and still managed to get 1 trophy. So I think you can't really compare the 2 there, because it's just chalk and cheese there.
It's not.
When you say golden era, right? Did we win the title before that golden era? Were we competing for the title before that golden era?
Yeah, but okay. So you're saying in the last 15? Well, what have you won in even beyond?
No. You guys have come from being invincibles, winning the title, always in the top 4, to now this level that you're at now. Whereas we've come from, I think we used to celebrate finishing 10th, like it was something special, you know? So you're saying we're in our golden era. We have improved. I'm not saying we're
on the up.
We are on the up. Like you're saying our golden era, like what are you comparing it to? Because you'll have to go back 60 years to compare it to that golden era.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but I think that's his point. That is
the point, yeah. You
that's the point.
Have to go that far back. In my lifetime, Spurs win anything, really.
Yeah. All right. No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying it's like you're saying that we're done now. We're gonna go back
Hey,
to...
we won the Worthington Cup, so calm down, all right?
And the LD Cup.
Rob,
Yeah,
It's still better than you.
No, to be fair, on their downfall, they won 3 FA Cups in like what 5 in 5.
and to be fair, they were in a really bad run under Arsene Wenger when they won those.
Yeah.
Cups, to be fair to them.
He's right. They were on a downfall and they won 3 FA Cups. You know, like we'd be biting someone's arm off for that if we were given that.
Yeah. I want to move it over to Rob. What do you think the tactics will be against Arsenal going into the game, Rob, on Sunday? And also, do you feel like the current results or the previous results have affected our kind of situation going into Sunday?
I think it's going to be a tight game. I think we will win. We will win. I mean, look at our defence with Mustafi, Socrates, and Louise, mate. It looks like it's like playing FIFA. We should win. we should win.
Even the Spurs fans are laughing.
Our tactics will be it'll be a tight game. It will probably be how Mourinho sets up. Be defensive. We'll get on the counter attack.
You've got to score to win the game.
Say again.
You've got to score to win the game.
You'll be seeing your back line, mate.
Yeah, they'll give him a penalty. Don't worry about that.
We're not playing.
You got to get.
You can't call a
We can guarantee a penalty to game.
On the day, I know you said no fans, no thing. On the day, I reckon anything can happen, but I reckon we will win. And you can do another video after the match video, and then we will prove we will win.
I'd love to, but I don't think these two will be coming on, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, well, that's technical difficulties all over again.
I'm joking. I'm only joking.
Those big games, Mourinho knows.
Sav, in terms of Sunday, what would your tactics be against Arsenal going into the game on Sunday? Would it be that kind of counter-attacking football? Would it be a tight defence because Arsenal actually got a bit of form?
Yeah, it's a tough one because obviously we're not in great form at the moment. We're not. I think the last 3 games we've had like 2 shots on target, which is very bad. Arsenal have definitely been playing better. Middle, they've improved from. Listen, they've been more. They are more confident than us. Yeah. You have to be honest. Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
They have been doing better than how they started. Yeah, from the restart. Based on form, if you look at it, my opinion is we're going to get. It's been a while since we've lost a good 4-2, 5-2. It's been a while. That's my prediction for Sunday, because to Arsenal, it's their cup final. 6 points from Tottenham in a season is, you know, they could get Wilshere on a bus and go around Highbury and parade that. But, at the end of the day, is Mourinho going to like counter-attacking football at home? You know, I don't think it's going to work because. I read that Lacazette has scored more goals against Spurs than like any other team. I think he scored 9 in a season or in 2-3 seasons, and 4 or 5 of them were against Spurs. So you know they're going to turn up. I honestly think we're going to lose. I think we're going to lose, but either a ball draw or we're going to lose. I don't see us winning.
I want to ask the Spurs fans first. I mean, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm not saying that you two, and it's not me, but I'm trying to stay neutral. You see what I'm saying? Now I want to ask you guys what your starting lineup would be on Sunday. Reason being because, you know, in the last video we had a lot of people coming on and talking about Ndombele and you know, the current kind of setup. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Sav, first. Then I want Rob to kind of have his say as well. So who would you play? What's your starting lineup? What's your formation?
Well, if I could have 11 Kanes, I'd start Kane everywhere because against Bournemouth, he was heading the ball away in defence. He was passing the ball in midfield. He just didn't get a chance to shoot.
Can I just say, before you give me your lineup, he's an unbelievable defender, isn't he?
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I think back 4, Dyer's out, so forget that. Sanchez, he started from the restart and he played all the games. I think give him a rest. So I think Vertonghen and Alderweireld in the middle. Aurier, because we don't even have another right back, so we've got no other choice. And then Davies, which is the back 4 he's played for the last 2 games, and I think 2 clean sheets. So it's an improvement in that sense. In the midfield, I think he has to start in Ndombele. Sissoko in the middle with him. And then Lo Celso and Moura on either side. And then Kane up top. I think Son should be on the bench. Because again, he's played every game since the restart, and I feel sometimes Son's a better impact sub.
So are
like
you
with Moore as well.
Are you going 4-3-3?
Yeah.
4-2-3-1. You go 4-3-3.
Yeah, I'm going to
You're
go
going with
4-3.
Ndombele, Sissoko, and who? Sorry.
Yep. Then Lo Celso and Moore on the east side.
And then
obviously, if that doesn't work because Jose's a tactician where Poch wasn't, he can bring on Bergwijn and Son.
I think you're missing one player. Are you missing one player?
All right, so I'll put Son in as well then.
Yeah. So then you're saying Sissoko, Ndombele, Gio Lo Celso. Then you're saying Kane, Lucas Moura, Son. Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I was saying that because then.
Perfect.
Because they're not second half tied legs. He can bring on Bergwijn. Maybe you like attack the defense a little bit, but that's the team I'd go with.
Perfect. Thank you. And over to you, Rob.
Exactly the same team, apart from Moura, I play Bergwijn. I can see them two Arsenal fans shitting themselves when going through the lineup. Like shit, they've got a lot of talent. You know, I see Shaz is wondering what's going on.
Mate, I started lighting up when I heard Toby Alderweireld and Vertonghen, mate. OAP's, isn't it?
What's that?
Yeah.
Louise,
You
mate.
get onto our back for I know
Listen,
our back for shit, but everyone knows that,
Who
innit?
gets a new contract? Getting red cards and penalties.
Shaz, hold on a minute. Let Rob say it, and then we're going to come back.
Yeah, so my team will be exactly the same, apart from Moura at Bergwijn. I think Moura's been poor for a while. I think since Champions Final, he's been so poor. He runs everywhere. He does try his best, but it seems like there's no end product. He runs into people. He seems like he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like a cat chasing a ball.
Would you be motivated if you scored a hat-trick in the semi-final and then got dropped in the final? Because I don't think I would.
Yeah, but that's you know what? So his career's over now. I mean, he's got to carry on from there. He's got to lift himself up.
It's not over, but you can understand the decline in performance in terms of Lucas Moura. It's very evident that it happened from that final, if I'm honest with you. Like a lot of the players, but, you know, that's another subject for another day.
He's still better than Pepe, by the way.
Yeah, that's not all. Yeah.
Sorry, just checking that in.
All right, we're going to move on to Armin. Give us your lineup, mate. Give us your formation as well.
I would literally go with what we played against Leicester. So the three at the back, keep them the same. So Kolasinac, Luiz, Staffy. They've kept a clean sheet in the last two games. Can't really say more than that, really, can you?
Three at the back. Okay.
Yeah, three at the back.
Okay.
And you have your, obviously, it was, on the wing backs, you had Tierney and I'm more leaning towards Suarez this time for this match. Bring Bellerin on. He's all right as a sub. And then in the middle, obviously, you're going to keep Xhaka and Ceballos. So it's a 3-4 and 3 up top. So the 3 up top, I would pick Aubameyang on the left, Lacazette in the middle, and Saka. Literally, the formation is Leicester game.
Aubameyang on the left, Lacazette through the middle, and Saka
on the right. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's fair enough. It's a
terrible team.
Over to you, mate.
You know what? I would say a different formation, but based on how we played the last two games, I'd stick with the three at the back as well. Like I said, we ain't got the pick of the bunch of who to choose to at the back, so I'd probably stick with the same three set as well.
Yeah.
With Luiz, Mustafi, and Kolasinac.
Yeah.
I've been a critic, but I thought Bellerin was actually really good against Leicester last game, so I'd stick him on the right. Tierney on the left, is quality. I think that's massive for us, by the way. Massive with KT. But since he's come in and been fit, he's been one of our best players. He's just a solid left back that can get up the pitch and just put a good ball in. The Kolasinac is just great. Mate, great left foot. Kolasinac, you couldn't cross a road. A bit like Aurier. It's awful. The
Wait, come on, mate. Aurier's better.
No, I'm not even Aurier, mate. Rash. Do you know what is with Aurier? He'll have 10 crosses, but 2 of them will be good. Yeah. The other 8 are in the stand.
A bit more than that now, under Mourinho.
Oh, I don't know, mate. He's got to get up the pitch first for that. But anyways, I'd go.
Not last night it was, and I thought Aurier's distribution was absolutely horrific. If I'm honest,
woeful. Yeah.
The whole team, mate. Everyone blames Aurier.
Thanks for that, Shaz. I would probably go with a 4-2-3-1 for Tottenham. I'd actually say the same centre-back pairing only because I'm not a massive fan of Sanchez this year. So I'm going to say Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Ben Davies at left back, and obviously we've only got Aurier at right back. I'd say the 2 holding midfielders should be Sissoko and Ndombele. Reason being is because they're both going to do a lot of running. Jose Mourinho is going to make them do a lot of running. The 3 in front of them, I think Gio Lo Celso in a number 10. Son on the left, Bergwijn on the right, and Kane through the middle up front. And I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. What I want to get from you guys now is a quick prediction, how you think the game's going to go and the scoreline. I'm going to give it to Sav first. I know he's not confident at all. So,
Come on, mate.
I said, it's been a while, was it? It's been like 5 seasons since we lost 5-2. Has it been that long? Harry Redknapp days, like we lost 5-2, isn't it?
6 years.
6 years. So I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal just because that's my
mate.
That's what I'm going to go with. And I think we'll even be leading at half time. So,
yeah, fair enough. No, it's fair enough. I'm going to pass it over to Armin, Arsenal fan.
I'm going to say 3-1 as well, actually. Quietly confident.
Spurs.
They'll get the goal. The Kane penalty's coming.
No, okay. Come on, man. He should have got one last time.
That's a given. So
you're
going to
get. To be fair.
That's the one there. So I do think we're going to get a few goals in.
3-1. 3-1. Okay, over to Rob.
Let's not get it twisted. This Arsenal team is crap. But seriously, no. Listen, we have to beat this team. If you look at their team, mate, no one even chooses them in FIFA. That's how bad they are. Seriously, we're going to win. I think we're going to win 2-0. Clean sheet as well.
Yeah. Oh, this could go really wrong on YouTube.
You're right.
Trust me, mate.
Yeah, I like your optimism, but
this is the worst Arsenal team in a long, long while. They're relying on Tierney for Scottish League.
The worst
going to be the new prospect.
All right, so Rob, sorry, what was your scoreline?
2-0, mate. 2 Saka own goals.
Wow, clean sheet.
He's such a hater, isn't he?
17-year-old struggling to get a new contract, mate. He's still in school. He still don't want to sign.
Focus. Over to you, Shaz, mate. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I'd agree with the first two. I'll go 3-1 Arsenal. I think you'll score. But yeah, I fancy us, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, just because of how you lot have been playing.
Will it be
like I said?
Lose though. If you lose, you're going to be Arteta out because you're confident you're going to win. That's a question I got.
I'll be honest. I told Andrew this beginning of the season, like from January. My season's right off, mate. I couldn't give a shit. I just want to win the North London derby. Where we finish now, give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm ready for next year. It's the same for Spurs. We're in very similar situations.
Done. If City lose out on Champions League, it's United's anyway. So we've got nothing else to play for except Sunday. But that's why I think you'll turn up and we won't.
Yeah.
I was going to say, quick question. Do you think if this does become available, do you reckon Arsenal Spurs got a chance for that?
Well, shouldn't we be playing for that now? What, we're going to wait for the announcement for them to say, because I think it's on Monday they're going to announce that City. Yeah. I don't even think City will get the ban. I think they'll get away with it because of COVID. You know what? Have it. And then United will go, oh, we've done all that hard work for nothing. But at the end of the day, we should all, from all the way down to us to United, we should all be playing for it, hoping that's going to happen. But we don't care. And I don't know why.
Guys, I want to thank you all for coming on. It's been good. It's been quite tame, to be fair, which is quite good. Apart from Rob going.
It's good banter, man.
I just see Sol Campbell in their faces. To me off.
That's going to be my thumbnail, Sol Campbell with Shaz.
I just see Sol Campbell in their faces.
Yeah.
Guys, honestly, I really appreciate you coming on and taking your time to come and give a little preview. We shall see what happens, and hopefully we can do a fan cam with all 4 of you on Sunday.
Turn up, boys.
If you're willing to come
whatever the result.
Then whatever the result, if you're willing to come on, it'll be great. So I just want to thank you very much. I hope everybody likes the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell us what you think about these 4 idiots.
Peace.